Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Norsyafiqa binti Anuar. I'm from class RSR 2434B. Today, I would like to present my research. The title of my research is Study of Sitting Duration Among Young and Older Adult Office Workers. The first one is background of study. Prolonged sitting is linked to poor mental and physical health as well as premature death. Office workers who typically sit for 2/3 of their working day are particularly vulnerable. Older workers move less than younger. Young workers could likely benefit from intervention to reduce or break up prolonged sitting time, preferably by moving more work. Let's proceed to statement of problem. The first one is there is no evidence of direct relationship between sitting duration among young and older adult office workers. The second one is expert guardians suggest that employees alternate between sitting and standing for 2 until 4 hours per 8-hour workday. I have two research objectives. The first one is to identify the sitting duration of young and older adult office workers, and the second one is the comparison sitting duration between young and older office workers. I will explain my literature review. First one is sitting time. Recent evidence suggests that individuals who sit for long period of their working day do not compensate by increasing their physical activity level or reducing their sitting time during leisure time. The second one is seat comfort. Focus on design and fabrication of ergonomic chair, adjustable furniture and user-friendly machine tool commonly used in office environment. And the third one, sitting of young and older adult office workers. Older workers move less than younger. These workers could likely benefit from intervention to reduce or break up prolonged sitting time, preferable by moving more. Let's proceed to research design. The quantitative research design was chosen by the researcher. This research design was chosen to be consistent with the research objective. The research will be conducted using a survey which includes administering a questionnaire to determine the viewers' practice of a population. My sample size of my research is the total number of office workers at Pakistan Seremban Negeri Sembilan are 75 people. Office worker. According to table Krejci and Morgan, the estimate sample need to be taken from the total population of 63. Drop out 20%, that make the total sample for my research will be 75 office workers. My inclusion for my research is age. There are 3 categories of age. The first one is young adult. Young adult is between 17 years old until 13 years old. The second one is middle age, 31 until 45 years old, and the last one is older adult, more than 45 years old. And then they need to be an office worker at Pakistan Seremban. And my exclusion is any work not related office worker is executed. My sampling techniques is I choose convenient sampling. Convenient sampling is selecting research participants on the basis of being accessible and convenient to the researcher. There are several reasons why I choose this sampling technique. The first one is it's more simple for my research to conduct. And data collection can be facilitated in short duration of time because if you we in a COVID-19 phase, so if we do something inconvenient is more harder. And the second, last one is cheapest to implement that alternate sampling method. My instrumentation for my research is demographic data. Demographic of the subjects such as sex, age, scope of job, designation, and categories of work. I also using questionnaire. The questionnaire that I've been using is occupational sitting and physical activity questionnaire, OSPAC. It's from Chow et al. 2012. The rarity and validity of the questionnaire is person correction coefficient range between 0.74 and 0.97, with all being above indicating 0.7 acceptable reliability. As you can see, this is my questionnaire that consists 3 items. The first one is total hour of office worker work in the last 7 days. The second one is total day of office workers at work during last 7 days. And the third one is the description of office worker typical day in the last 7 days. So the respondent need to fill in the questionnaire. For the item, the third item is they are sitting, standing, walking, and heavy labor and physical demanding tasks. Let's proceed to my data collection procedure. I will explain one by one. The first one is ethic approval. I will ask the ethic approval about my study. The second one is permission. Permission from staff of Pakesos Ramban to distribute their questionnaire. The third one is distribute questionnaire by using Google Form to the respondent. Give the time to complete the questionnaire. And the last one to analyze the result of the result from collect data from the questionnaire that we got from the respondent. The data analysis that I've been using for my research is descriptive analysis. For my research objective to identify the sitting habit of young and older adult office worker. For my second research objective, comparison sitting between young and older adult office worker, I'm using independent t-test. I'm also using IBM SPSS to analyze data, conduct the data, which include looking at missing value and data outlier. Let's proceed to result. I will explain my result of the research. The first one is descriptive statistic. The table that show is the mean and standard deviation for age and time sitting. As you can see, the mean for age is 2.16 and SD 0.80, followed by mean time sitting is 4.55 and SD 1.96. This table show my test normality from statistical technique. You can see p-value for 70 until 30 years old, which in young office worker is 0.061, and you can see it's not significant. For p-value age more than 50 years old is 0.002 significant. That means is slightly non-normal. This slide show group statistic for age 70 until 30 years old, young and older adult, more than 45 years old. Descriptive statistics show mean and SD of young workers and older office workers. As you can see on the independent sample t-test, you can see the living test for equality of variance is 0.315. since the p-value 0.315 obtained from the leaving test is greater than 0.05, therefore it shows that equivariant assumed. So this slide I will show you the reporting my independent sample t-test for total time sitting between young and older adults office worker. So I will compare comparison total time sitting between young and older adult office worker. For young office worker 17 until 13 years old. The second one is more than 45 years old, is older adult office worker. So total time sitting age 70 until 30 years old, mean 3457.53. The standard deviation is 1364.45. Reported had significantly higher total sitting time than age more than 45 years old, mean 3197.32, and standard deviation 1622.87. So for this slide, I will explain about my discussion regarding of the result. As you can see, young office worker has a higher total of time sitting time compared to the older adult office worker, with mean score of young office worker 3457.53 and older adult office worker 3197.22. Regarding of the previous study, based on the previous study, the study supported by Johansson et al. 2020, where they have stated that older worker spend less of their non-sitting time moving than younger workers. This is the evidence showed to support the result that I just said. The age group show no significant difference in terms of young and older adult office worker, where P is 0.05. So between age group for my young office worker and older adult office worker, there is no significant difference because my P is more than 0.05. So my level significant A equals 0.05. So my P value is 0.544. Therefore P is more than alpha. That means fair to reject my hypothesis null. So this is my list of reference. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.